So as the only YouTuber on earth who suggests Huawei products, we're on the P40 Pro. It's the only fun phone in existence. I've been waiting to upgrade. The P50 Pro was crap, the 60 even worse, but the Pura 70 Ultra, kind of exciting. Little rant today. Will I upgrade? Will you finally get my love?
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So it's exciting when new things are announced, and I've been researching. I watched a bunch of reviews. We'll get to those. And the spec sheets I've been reading, but it's the most irritating thing. As a camera enthusiast, I love cameras. When smartphones are announced, you never get all the specs. It's so blood boiling. I wrote a bunch of notes here. When I'm trying to decide on a camera or a lens to buy, there's certain information that I need, and it's very simple. I need the sensor size of the camera. I need the focal length of the lens and the aperture, toniature, that it's properly called. So I know exactly how much light's getting in there, how much background blur we got. They give you one spec, 50 megapixel 1-inch sensor, Tony 1.6 to 4. 23 mil lens. So that gives me everything I need to know. Thanks. What about the next lens? 50 megapixels. You guessed the size. It's up to you. We have no idea. Really? Thanks for nothing. The ultra wide angle, how big is that sensor? Nobody knows. Not here at Huawei. We don't tell you. It's just like 13 mil. So when thinking of upgrading from the P40 Pro, which is 4 years old now, if we compare the lenses, this main lens is also a 23 mil, but the sensor is a smaller 1/1.28 times, which is basically 78% of a 1-inch sensor. A lot of loud things. I am aborting that mission. How dare you, construction workers? Get a real job. So like, I have a Tony 1.9. This is now 1.6. That's barely an upgrade, but it's more. So you have a bigger sensor, more Tonys, so you're getting some background blur, good times ahead. Not bad, and it's a variable toniature. Side rant, that retractable lens. Every reviewer is like, oh my god, this is so amazing. It could only be a downside and break one day. There's nothing it does for you at all. Why are you so excited about it? This moving part, bro. What could go wrong? A lot, and it will eventually. It sticks out. It does nothing for you. Side rant complete. So when it comes to the telephoto lens, we now get a 90 mil instead of my 125 mil. So kind of downgrade on that. No idea what the sensor size is, but we get a 2.1 Tony versus a 3.4. So it must be better. It's just you're not getting as much reach. There go my wildlife dreams on a phone, but whatever. You gotta compromise somewhere. I could get by with some 90 mil telephoto headshots outside vlogging. That could be fun. When it comes to the ultra wide lens, oh, the special effects. So now we're on the ultra wide. I have an 18 mil Tony 1.8. This leads the industry, kind of. I've seen a lot of specs, and it's always the main sensor with the camera is always like the 1-inch or close to it, but then the ultra wide is this tiny little pricker. It's just bad news. Whereas this one was like still a pretty darn big sensor for the ultra wide. It's 65% of a 1-inch sensor. That's close. That's close to something. So it's like pretty good. Now we have a 13 mil, which will be so ridiculously wide and exaggerated, and a Tony 2.2. You're getting zero separation. If I was closer, you're getting some background blur with the ultra wide. You could do it. Don't look at my face. I don't really look like this. This is Huawei skin tones. I don't have that many gray beards. It just enhances the grays for some reason on this phone. I don't get it. So getting the lens specs out of the way, we have no idea. A lot of the information is still a mystery and it's really annoying, but okay, we can assume they're probably better lenses. Was that guy waving? Did that guy wave into my shot? Oh, I will get you. You think I couldn't catch up to you? He's gone. He's long gone. In this new Pura 70 Ultra, what the hell is a kitten? Oh, I've never seen a wild kitten. Hey, buddy. And there's a squirrel up in the tree. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Come here, buddy. Yay! We have cat footage. I'm getting it. Is he biting my back? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I can't see if he's in the shot because I have no flippy screen, and the Pura 70 has done nothing to alleviate those concerns. Oh, he got scared of that. Sorry, buddy. Don't kill me. Oh, you're an orange cat. I've seen what you do on Instagram. It's always the orange cat that kills you. So, when you look up Pura 70 Pro Ultra specs, I hate your names, by the way. Pro, Ultra, Max, which one's the top level? Should be a number or something, not just your random ass power mode. The Ultra Power Cam. Fuck you. We get 4K and 1080p. Wow. Thanks for all that information. Who needs to know the frame rates? Where is it? Why don't we know? What does it even do? Most phones are doing 4K 120. Does it do that? I don't know. Nobody knows. Huawei doesn't even know. It probably does 4K 60. So does this. No one cares. Every smartphone reviewer just goes into 4K 60 and is like, here's 4K 60. For vlogs, it's for slow motion, you moron. Why aren't you slowing the footage down? You don't just vlog with it. I switched back to the main cam and extended the selfie stick 300 yards away from me. So it's just really annoying because I want to see what does a vlogger look like with each of these cams, and most smartphone reviewers just leave me thirsting for blood. They do not show it to me. They show like the front-facing cam. It's really annoying. Like, you can turn it around. Those where are all the good cameras are. It's a sentence. So it's like, damn you all to hell. What I really want to know is, did they improve the slow motion? Huawei is the slow-mo king. This phone actually is the slow-mo king. It's 960 frames per second in glorious HD. Will it ever get better than that? So don't quote me on this, but the P40 Pro and 60, they didn't improve, they actually removed the best features of this. Like, I think it went from 960 to 480 in one of them, and they removed the 7,680 frames. That went down half, and like everything just got worse. Instead of like, can we improve it? Can we even just like get it longer? Like right now it's like half a second burst or something. Can we get to 2 seconds maybe, or just like better looking? Can I do it on all the lenses? I know none of these specs. I don't even know if it matches my P40 Pro. I actually have more questions than answers in this release. As soon as it was announced, I was like, well, what about this and that? And I wish I could see the actual spec sheet. Like, one thing that needs to be improved is the motion box trigger for the slow-mo. Sometimes it triggers outside the box. The whole point of that box is to put a box somewhere, and then something will move in that box, and then it triggers. Whereas sometimes, like, I set up a shot, I go climb a tree or something, and it like triggered way out of the box, and what the hell is that? Like, is that improved? We need some improvements here. I know I'm probably in a minority of people that want to film themselves in slow motion from away from the camera and have fun. But like, the phones make it so much easier than a camera. Just for example, I can set this thing up on a tripod, put that motion box trigger, set it up. Usually it works. I go off, I run into that frame, and it's like, oh, wow, cool. Or get pigeons or something moving. It's like, yeah, that's amazing. If I'm on the Sony ZV-1, you have to press it, and you have 2 seconds to get out there and do something, or do something and come back and press it to end the recording. it's not working at all and you can't focus on anything out there. Like, this just seems to get you. It autofocuses. It's a damn good system. I just want to see it improved. And like, what's the next generation look like? And we're only getting older generation tech in the newer phones. They don't even have belly tripods. Another way to trigger slow motion, which I've just been doing in this spot, is to put the timer on. So you can delay it by 10 seconds, press it, and then there's a countdown in your head, and you're running out there, now. And part of the fun is trying to time that moment, but there's no like sound. It starts ticking and then it doesn't tick anymore. There should be like a little alarm sound right before it's about to record, then you would know. So for all these shots, I've been waiting here patiently for people to walk by, and then like as they're in the left half of the shot, I'd press record and it's like, okay, I got their part, and then I motion trigger box and I'm on this side. That's not filmed at the same time. I'm not jumping at people like trying to punch them in the face. It's a split screen effect. And it works. It's fun times. And this is what I need slow motion special features for. If anything, people should be adding on to ways of triggering slow motion that make my life easier. I'll tell you that much. Now, before we get into the most diabolical and potentially deal-breaking flaw of any smartphone release in history, do we have log in this thing? The Apple 15 Pro Max Extreme Ultra Plus has log, and it looks natural. It's not over-sharpened and oversaturated like this crap that we're looking at. So like, does it have log? Did you improve the color science? You are collabing with Leica in this phone. That's a lie, because Leica would never do this to anyone. So like, you're no longer collabing with Leica. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Can we just have natural color science that isn't like over-sharpened? Just give me the normal Canon or Nikon like colors. And for those who are saying Huawei is a Chinese spy company that will steal your information and sell it to strangers, that's what everyone does. Every single phone you have, every device, and you're talking to Alexa here. Hey, Alexa, what time is it? It's like, don't worry, I'll tell you. I know everything about your life, and I've been recording everything you do in your house. I know what your wife likes more than you. In fact, I'm marrying her because I can get her a better gift. You're being tracked at every second. I'm probably being filmed by 12 devices right now. Porch cams That dash cam right there, and that's all going back to the government, the Chinese government. So we're all being tracked. So don't pretend like, oh, I would only use Apple. There's birds. They're gone. They're tracking your ass. Now, the most potentially deal-breaking flaw I've ever seen in a phone. Unbelievable. It costs $2,500 and $97. They're Canadian dollars. They're not worth much. They're on par with the rupee, I think. But $2,597 for a phone. I could buy literally any mirrorless I wanted. Not even budget stuff. Like any 2 lenses and a mirrorless. We're doing that. How y'all doing? They're not doing well. Okay. That's what it's like to live in Toronto, by the way. How y'all doing? Stone-faced. Oh my God, he's looking at us. Just a smile. We're not bad. Let me know you're okay. $2,500? Like, I'm not even joking when I say I could buy Fuji XS20 with a couple used lenses. In the used market especially, we're getting 3 lenses and any mirrorless camera. How is it so much money? It's a phone. I don't even know the specs. That's the thing. You want to sell me on your phone? Tell me what it has inside. And then I can see, you know what? That is worth it. It's just guesswork. That's the problem. Like, how am I going to... I want to buy it just to review it. And maybe I don't like it and then I sell it off. Okay. But I don't even know what it has. That's a risk. A big risk. Hey. She was like, hey, good. Vlogging. She was Asian. You noticed it. She knew. How did she know I was vlogging? Because this is probably being streamed to her government and they just relayed it. And she tried to kill me with her car. You saw it. You didn't see that part, but that's how this works. So, will I be getting it? I want it. I guess I have to wait until some specs come out and then I can see, is it worth it or not? Probably not. The only other phone that looks interesting right now is the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. It also has the 1-inch sensor and it does 1920 frames per second. And I think it's not interpolated garbage, but I don't know. Like, is that even an upgrade? I do like 4 times the frame rates here. It's interpolated, but it's magic. It's from real 1920 frames up into 760, 80. Those are numbers you need. So it's like, Huawei's already doing good things. I would like to upgrade eventually. It's 4 years old. It's so boring. So let me know the specs down below. Have you found them? I'm just hungry for specs. One day, you smartphone websites, it's actually the smartphone company's fault because they don't even release it all themselves. I've been on Huawei's site. They don't even have it. So I don't know why they're hiding it. You don't hide our information that you collect to the government. Wish you would. I'll leave. How you doing? Are you buying the Huawei P40 Pro through my affiliate links? Subscribe and have a nice day.